Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today and joining me in this video all about self-love and manifesting. So, self-love and self-concept actually, do we need it to manifest? This can be a little bit of a interesting topic. Some people say no, just do lots of robotic affirming and you'll get what you want. And some people say, yes, you really need to work through stuff in order to get to some inner peace. I personally think that both work, but it's always going to come down to what you think works for you. So, again, today is all about you deciding what is right for you, and sometimes a little bit of trial and error can help you figure out the best techniques and the best ways of discovering who you are. So for me personally, self-love and self-concept is a huge part of manifesting. So I know that when I am, really down or sad or worried or anxious or angry about something, I'm going to create from that state, and I don't really want to create from that state. But when I'm in a place of more self-love, acceptance, understanding, knowing that everything is okay and I'm looking after myself, I'm looking after my heart, my mind, my energy, this is all part of self-love, then I'm going to get better results in that way. So yes, you can do robotic affirming all day long. It works. People have amazing results with that. Because essentially what you're doing is you're changing patterns in your brain, patterns around beliefs. So a belief is essentially just something that we have created through repeating the same thoughts over and over and over again. So if you're someone who just feels like robotic affirmations work for you, for example, with your specific person, my SP loves me, they love 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 me, you will start to change those neuro pathways and ultimately that belief. I do find that self-love is a much easier and nicer way to get to experiencing a beautiful state with manifestations. So for myself, dealing with a lot of childhood trauma and everything that sort of led me up to self-discovery in my early 20s was really helpful in terms of helping me figure out who I am, what my boundaries are, my expectations, understanding what I deserve, and also understanding what my blocks are. So manifesting is simple. It's not always super easy, but it is simple. The thing that can make it tricky are your blocks. So knowing what your blocks are can be a really helpful way to move through them in order for manifesting to become really easy for you. So self-love and self-concept. Some really good questions for you to ask yourself is, do I love myself? What are my boundaries? How do I expect to be treated by others? What kind of experiences do I want to have in this life? Do I need to prove myself to others, or am I just worthy of love, energy, time, peace, all the good stuff just as I am? These questions are really helpful. Self-love is all about being really easy with yourself, finding some inner peace, finding forgiveness, finding just this kind of happiness and joy internally without needing anything externally. Food's also great if you love food. Figuring out what you love. So for me, it's definitely food and wine, music, travel, nature, dogs, horses. I just knowing what you love and knowing how to self-soothe yourself, regulate your nervous system, regulate your emotions. Self-love is a huge part of stepping into states. So the way that I use self-love in my life is when I'm in those lower level states of, as I said before, anger, frustration, sadness, anxiety. I self-soothe through self-love. And this ultimately is who I am and what my self-concept is. So when I'm down here in the trenches, I'm able to bring myself back up to peace. Yes, I deserve respect. Yes, I deserve to be shown up for. Yes, I deserve to have my boundaries respected. Yes, I deserve unconditional love. Yes, I'm worthy. Yes, I'm good enough already. I don't have to prove myself to anyone or anything. Yes, I'm a good person. Yes, I'm genuine. Yes, I'm kind. Yes, I am authentic. And yes, I take full accountability for everything that's going on out here, you know? And yes, I'm easy with myself when stuff turns up that I don't want to experience. So it's self-love. Love is always the answer to everything. More love, more kindness, more self-love within yourself, more love and kindness towards others. It's a very healing thing, love. So yes, robotic affirmations are amazing if you don't have a great self-concept, but I find actually that both working in conjunction with each other are a really beautiful thing. And I know for myself personally that having a strong self-concept and strong self-love is really helpful. It's really helpful because at the end of the day, everything's about states, and states create. So we can have a million stories going on, like my SP loves me and they only want to be with me and there's no more third party. But if you are internally just not believing that because you don't believe that you deserve that, or you believe that you have to work hard out there and you have to prove yourself in order to be loved, that's the state that you're in. So you're in one state which is in contradiction with your story. So what we actually want is all of those things. My SP loves me, we're in a committed, loving relationship, and there's no more third party. And I love myself and I know that I deserve that, and that is what I expect. And I won't settle for anything less. I never need to prove myself. I deserve to be loved unconditionally. When you're in that kind of zone, you're in the love zone. Self-love for yourself and also self-love for everybody else around you, particularly your specific person, because you're really showing them who you are. You know, you're not just being like, you love me, 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 when you're like, I don't even love myself. I don't even have any boundaries. I don't have self-respect. This person can do whatever they want. No. Boundaries, and I might make a video on this or talk about it in a live video soon, but boundaries are so important with manifesting, and self-love and self-concept have a lot to do with understanding what your boundaries are and how to enforce them in a really nice way. So we're here for a good time. You know, this is the whole point of manifesting. We want to have a great time. We want to have all these experiences with, you know, lots of different people, lots of different food, lots of different travel experiences. We're here for a good time. So I intend that was really helpful. And if you'd like to do more about self-love, let me know. I also have a really fun self-love course. Self-concept is a 7-day challenge where each day as you move through that challenge, you can email me and we can move through it together, which is really, really fun. And I also have a 7-day challenge, healing your inner child. Healing my inner child was so important for me. And I do find with a lot of clients that struggle with abandonment issues, authority, neglect, emotional, physical, mental abuse, this course is a really beautiful way to move through a lot of those blocks and experiences and sort of come out the other side in a much more peaceful, forgiving, understanding state, particularly knowing that we don't become conscious manifestors until, you know, the ages of between 7, 8 and 9. We are not aware. So we're not creating. Everything literally is happening to us. So if you want to talk more about that, feel free to email me. Links are also in the description box. And I just love talking about all of these topics with you. If there's anything that you want to talk about, feel free to put a comment in the chat and I will make a video. Have a wonderful day and I will see you next time.